Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm Paradoxic, and welcome back to Titans. This time we're on Season 1, Episode 4, titled Doom Patrol. And I am very much aware that Doom Patrol is another DC Universe show that's up. I think Season 1 is already up and through. I think Season 2, I think I saw a post yesterday online that Season 2 was coming out soon. I think, and I don't know when, but Season 2 is coming out soon. So Doom Patrol, I do know of it. I don't know about it, like who's in it or anything. I think Cyborg might be in it. I think I've seen a guy that looks like Cyborg, like he has half his face, and there's another dude who's like a fully like a robot, and there's two other women and another guy. I don't know exactly who's in it, but they were cameoed on Crisis as well. They were cameoed on Crisis on Infinite Earths. I think after Crisis, when they rebooted the Earth Prime universe, they showed all the other Earths, and we had like Green Lantern and Titans, and then Titans and Doom Patrol were like individual universes. So yeah, but Doom Patrol, I think I'm assuming this is going to be the same Doom Patrol that they're referencing here. I think I'm assuming this is going to be the same show, but I'm not entirely sure. But it'll be cool, see if it is. But yeah, last time we had Origins. Last time we had episode 3, which is Origins, and we saw two Origins. Well, yeah, pretty much two Origin stories. We saw flashbacks of Dick Grayson's and verbal references of where Rachel comes from and who she might be, and she's the destroyer of worlds, and Dick Grayson, his parents were murdered at the circus, and then he was taken in by Bruce Wayne, and it took him a while to actually come around to Bruce Wayne and accept him as his new parental figure, and then from there he had like multiple kind of escape attempts, and one of which in one of which he jacked a car. But yeah, in the end, he revealed within earshot of Bruce that he wanted to find the person responsible for murdering his parents and kill them. So then Bruce took that as a sign that, this one is, very much eligible to train as a new Robin. So yeah, I don't know if Bruce had a Robin before that. I don't know if he had another one like Jason Todd, or who's another Robin, like Drake. Is it Drake? I don't know. No, not Drake. Like, what's his name? I don't know what his name is. Like Drake something or something Drake. I don't know. Like, I don't know. There's another name. Like, not Damian Wayne. That's another one I know of. Damian Wayne, but I think that's Bruce's son. Like, he's an actual mini Robin. But I don't know. There's another one like something Drake. I don't know. I don't know. I think he might have been in one of the movies, like one of the earlier Batman movies. I think he might have been in one of those. But I don't know. I think something Drake. Tim Drake. That's it. Is it Tim Drake? I think, yeah, Tim Drake. That's what I'm thinking of. But I don't know the order of these Robins. Jason Todd, I think, is one of them that then became Red Hood. And then we have Dick Grayson, who I think he becomes Nightwing. We saw his backstory, and then we saw how he actually, struggled to adapt to this new life and to this new parentage that, chose him. So we saw that, and then we saw Rachel. I think we got some verbal backstory from Dr. Adamson, who seems to be the guy like running the whole family operation. Like they're like a family of sleeper agents who live a very old-fashioned life by day, and then when they're activated, they follow the mission. So the mission that they were given was to find and bring Rachel to Dr. Adamson. So they failed. Well, they failed because Corey got back in the game, and she was tracking down Rachel too, and she incinerated the dad and rescued Rachel and took her to St. Paul's Convent, which was where Corey originally pre-amnesia actually took Rachel and her mother to, because she's the destroyer of worlds. That's the prophecy. The prophecy of from Corey's investigations, that Rachel is the destroyer of worlds, and that her father is some kind of higher being who's gonna come and cleanse the earth and show them who they really are. So yeah, big stuff, big demonic and biblical prophetic stuff going on. We saw a bit of Gar. We saw Rachel meeting Gar, Beast Boy, but that was it. He just had literally just like 5 minutes of screen time in that one episode, so don't know when we're going to be seeing him again. But yeah, it's going to be a while, I think, before we actually get an actual official team reunion in this season, but I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have from the last one. So episode 4, Doom Patrol. Let's go.
Fascinating.
Oh! He's got lizard skin. He's got scales. Is he giving him more of it? Or is he curing him? Oh, he's giving him more! Oh! So he turned him into Beast Boy. Whoa, a tiger. Oh, is it Gar? Oh, it's Gar! Oh, and he's still got his clothes. Okay. So can he only be a tiger? We haven't seen much else.
Come on.
She's getting more powerful.
Yeah, but she's still a kid. Alone and scared and on the run.
Yeah, so why would you leave her then? If she's alone and scared on the run, then leaving her with the friend isn't exactly the safest first move.
Let's warm up for a bit. No worse than the crew I live with, trust me. We're, special.
The crew he lives with?
Not special.
What crew does he live with?
Dangerous.
Oh, a deer, no, Bambi.
Are we out of the hunting zone?
Oh, Bambino. Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, you gonna shoot a tiger? You gonna shoot a tiger? Huh? Actually, they might shoot. Oh!
Get out of here!
Oh, damn. Now you know how it feels. Now you know how it feels, yeah. Payback, sir. B-I-T-C-H.
I'm sorry.
Humans are dicks sometimes. I have a hunch. Is his crew the Doom Patrol? Is Beastie's crew the Doom Patrol? Does he come from them? Whoa! Did she heal it? She resurrected it!
I call it Nirvana.
Nirvana. Oh, damn.
So where'd you get all this?
Is that He-Man?
You know, around.
That's He-Man, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe.
Vintage.
That's cool. Like his own little beast cave.
Who lives here?
That is a complicated
The
answer.
Doom Patrol.
Bullshit. You went to town again.
Oh, it's the robot guy. Oh, that's so cool!
The controller broke. Why was the robot mad? Because someone kept pushing his button.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Keep pushing them. They'll be a green tiger skin rugged. Bruh.
Oh, this one. I feel like I need to watch the show. I feel like I need to watch that show too.
He's a robot man.
Oh, fuck me.
Cliff.
You want the chief, who just learned to walk again, to walk into your...
I love Cliff already. I love Cliff already.
You hit her.
Whoa. Steaks and eggs and fried stuff. Someone's cooking. Whoa. Is that Rorschach? That can't be Rorschach. No, he's from Watchmen. Who's this?
How do you like your steak? Unless you're a vegan, which would break my heart.
I need to watch this show. I need to watch this show.
On until tomorrow.
This is Rita. Huh. Oh, a movie star. The Crimson Lady. Whoa. What is this? Is that a blob? Or a brain? I really can't tell. It looks like a brain. Like a... Is that meant to be Rita? Whoa, that's cool. That's cool.
So are the waffles crispy on the outside and the gooey a little bit on the inside, but just...
Oh, he can't eat because he's a robot. He can't eat because he's a robot.
They're perfect.
Yeah.
Try the chicken. I used to love dancing.
Well, you can still dance. You can move around,
Why
right?
can't you dance?
Nobody's dancing with this.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, doing the robot. Yeah.
She can stay.
Yeah, yeah. Now he likes her. Now Cliff likes her. There's Rita.
Having fun?
Where's Cyborg? Is he not here? I just remembered his existence. Where's Cyborg? Well, who doesn't love food? Who doesn't love food? Oh no, Rita? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Are you okay?
Oh no. Oh, she found the water. Oh, who's this?
Chief.
Oh, this is Chief.
Flynn?
That's Chief.
Gar, my case.
Oh, so they all work on new people together then.
I know you're frightened.
Okay. Okay. That's working. Okay. Damn. So the demon helped out this time instead of calling her a bitch and shoving her out the convent.
I'm very disappointed in you, Garfield. Cliff,
His name is Garfield?
they cannot go where you
incredibly selfish boy.
He didn't have any malicious intent. He was trying to help someone out. Oh, damn. Yeah, you don't want to mess with Dick and Corey. You do not want to mess with them. They're here for answers, and if they have to beat it out of you, then they'll do it.
Did you touch her? Did you touch her?
Oh, jeez.
Dick? Dick.
Okay. No, Dick, come on.
Daddy?
Oh, he has a kid. Oh, damn it.
The only place out there is the old Calder house.
Where?
It's out on
That's
Main
where...
Street.
That must be where the Doom Patrol
It's
is.
all locked up. Ain't no one there.
Yeah, definitely where the Doom Patrol is. I would want to keep that under wraps.
Although the cure I administered had unforeseen side effects.
Grrr.
Unzip my DNA and
Yeah.
rearrange it.
I think I can help you too, Rachel.
Hers is less scientific and more demonic, so depends on how far you can push that.
And yet, here they all sit, enjoying dessert.
No.
If you
All except one.
do some tests.
That's Cliff. Oh yeah, Brendan Fraser. Yeah, he plays him. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. It's been a while since we've seen him in anything at all, so it's good to see him come back to the screen in this way.
Does it have to be so tight?
Yes. This
Oh,
ability
crap.
is likely tied to your nervous system.
I have a bad feeling about this. The same case he had when he cured Gar. Yeah, that's where he pulled out the green serum from. Did he have different colours in there?
Please.
Oh, jeez.
up.
Can he disobey Chief again?
Sit down.
Oh, jeez. No, he's hulking out. No, Gar. Oh, crap. No, Gar. Gar. Oh, trank dart. Shit. Oh, God damn it.
You hurt my friend.
Oh, you're bringing the demon back out. Oh, damn. Oh, Jesus, Rachel. Whoa. Oh. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. Is she gonna kill the chief? Oh, jeez. Oh. Whoa. Oh, yeah, Larry and Cliff. Oof. Oh, no.
You don't want to see what I really am.
Same.
Yeah, likewise. Yeah. What is that? Is that a portal? That is a portal. That is a full-on hell portal. Is she inviting Trigon over? Is she inviting her father?
I'm here. I'm not going anywhere, okay?
Oh, damn. Close up that hell portal. Yeah, close up that portal.
You can have more than us.
Huh. So that's why he's not in the show then, because he joined the Titans afterwards. Okay, yeah. Come on, give him a robotic hug. There we go. Aww. See, even robots have feelings. Yeah, he still has his brain.
Get going, will you?
So it's just them then, and Cyborg when he comes along. Okay.
We'll meet again.
Oh, this song. Damn. Okay. that was a fun episode. That was a fun episode. Okay, so Doom Patrol. I feel like I need to watch that show. Like, I want to see more of that show, but I feel like I need to actually react to it. So I think it would be a fun thing. Like, this alone was like a fun teaser to what that show is, and confirmation that it's actually set in the same universe. So post-Crisis on Earth 9 or Earth 12 or whatever, it's, you know, for this particular time and setting and context, it's all in the same universe. And I think, you know what, I think introducing them through Gar was a very, very kind of smart idea, given what he is and who he is. It offers a nice piece of backstory for him as well, like the fact that his backstory was that he was in the Congo and he contracted a rare disease from like a primate species in the Congo, and so Chief came along and he cured him. Like, we saw that he had like scaled skin and stuff, but he cured him. But what he did kind of somewhat amplify the effect, and he can actually transform into an animal. So I think it is like so far it's only a tiger, and he said that she thinks it might be something more psychological, like he's always loved tigers as a kid, so as of so far, that's all he can transform into. But I think I think if he does work on his powers a bit more, I think he could transform into other stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, the tiger thing, it's cool, it worked, it's a great offensive and defensive, but yeah, I mean, it'd be cool to see him transforming into other stuff like a dog or a bird or a snake, even like just other animals, like actually being a beast. But yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Yeah, so the Doom Patrol. So we have Cliff, who's a robot guy, and he was in. I think a while back, I did remember seeing the trailer. Back when I was but it was when I was considering Titans, but then I knew that Doom Patrol was also from the same kind of network as Titans. So I watched it for Doom Patrol 2, and I remembered seeing some of these people. So some of these guys there. I think Cliff, he's a robot played by Brendan Fraser. So Brendan Fraser, we haven't really seen him in much. We haven't seen it in much. I mean, I personally haven't seen him in anything other than the original Mummy movies. He was in that, and then after that, I think he's been off the screen for a long while, for whatever reason. But now he's coming back to the screen as a superhero, as a DC hero. So that's really cool to see. So he was a race car driver, and then he was in an accident that left his body beyond repair, but then his mind was like worth saving. So Chief found him, and he did what medical science couldn't do at the time, anyway. And he built him a mechanical body and put his brain into it. So that's cool. So he's kind of like an android. But that's him. That's Cliff. Then Chief. Chief is the one running this place. He's the doctor. He's the one who helped cure and treat all of these people. And Chief, I don't know, I mean, that scene alone makes me wonder, like, if there's, like, a history to Chief we don't know about, or if he has an ulterior motive or agenda that we don't know, because that Chief was, that scene with Rachel alone, him being insistent that he can save her, and him pushing her to do the procedure even when she didn't want to do it, that just had creepy stuff, like, creepy vibes all over it, and even Garfield is his actual name, a tiger called Garfield. I love that. But even he recognized it. Even he recognized that this wasn't really right. Rachel herself was repeatedly saying no to this, but but Chief just kept on pushing her, and he even threatened to he even got all defensive. Took the fangs out on the eyes and everything, but then he got tranked out. I was scared for a second. I thought they pulled like another a even bigger whopper, and he just shot like a cure at him and took away his powers, but no, he wouldn't do that because he's got the rare thing going on. So, well, I mean, if you took away his powers, would the rare disease thing come back? Because he cured him, but then the side effects were that he transforms into an animal. So, I don't know, but he trank-died him. But yeah, that scene alone gives me weird vibes. And the fact that and I don't even know if the rest of the team knows what happened. Like, they're aware of what went on down there. Like, Rachel said no, but Chief kept on pushing her, and then Gar tried to intervene, and then he was tranked out. I don't know if they know about that, or if they're just not going to say anything, because, I mean, they all seem to be heavily indebted to Chief, because he saved them when no one else could, and, even in these current forms, society, like Rita herself, she was locked up because of her condition, but, Chief saved her from that, so I think, the main element there is that they all feel indebted to him, and even at the end, they said, Chief helped all of us, so now it's our turn to help him. So, yeah, but I don't know, Chief just, that scene, and even the ending, him looking all, moody in his wheelchair, and he's lost the ability to walk again after Rachel, threw him into the wall. So he's got that stuff going on. He just, they mentioned that he just learned how to walk. That's why he was out of the house in the first place. He just regained his ability to walk. So, yeah, but I don't know, Chief, I think that scene, it gave me like bad vibes, like, from then on, so I just felt weird about that, but I don't know. I suppose we'll see more once we actually get into Doom Patrol. I think I am seriously considering it. I may well start. I mean, given that I've seen him in this, I think it only feels right to add Doom Patrol to the roster too. Seeing as it's all set in the same universe. I think just seeing this episode alone again, it felt like a great teaser to what that show's about and what the characters are like. So I feel like I actually might get into it. So. Yeah, but that's Chief. So I kind of got a bad guy question mark written down, like wondering if he does have that kind of history, or because I think contextually speaking, he seems like somewhat like Professor X, and like the Doom Patrol themselves seem like the X-Men. These people with these abilities now, like people like deformed by accidents and things that happen to them that put them into these conditions, like who society in general would shun them and mock them and treat them like freaks, but then Chief, like Professor X, actually takes them in, helps them, like treats them and helps them control their powers. I mean, Professor X, he doesn't treat them, he just teaches them how to control their powers and actually function in society. But Chief actively, I mean, but then these guys, they weren't just given powers, like something did happen to them, like Larry, he was a pilot and he came into contact with some kind of negative energy, so that fucked him up. And then Rita, she was walking on a bridge or something, and she fell into the water, and then he said that she came into contact with some kind of toxic gas or something, or toxic element that rendered her cells unstable, so she had actual health issues. And then Cliff, his body was just screwed up beyond repair, so there was no saving that. But then his mind, so these are all people who have been dealt the worst hand of misfortune, and then Chief actually took them in and helped them out and gave them a new chance. So yeah, so it's I think it's a more kind of mature version of X-Men, I'd say, because X-Men, it's like they have their powers, but it's they're not necessarily cured of it, but rather taught that it's not something wrong with them, just something that they need to learn to control and be assisted in controlling. But with this one, Doom Patrol, they are people caught up in accidents that have rendered them in near non-human or inhuman. Wrong universe. But yeah, so that's a cool concept in Rita. And then so I think Cyborg must be his replacement, and I feel that that's the way they're gonna go. So because at the end of the episode we saw that Gar leaves the Doom Patrol, they told him him, Gar, he looks, he can, for the most part, he can control his stuff. He can choose when he transforms into a tiger and back into a human form. He can control the thing, and even in human form, he has green skin when he transforms. When he goes back into human form, he has normal skin, dyed green hair. He looks like a normal teenage kid. So he can pass a lot more as a regular human being. So that's why they pushed him to actually go and live a life and leave and stuff. So that was a sad scene to see, him actually leaving the only family he's ever known. Since he lost his parents when he was young. So yeah, so that goodbye was emotional, but that then makes sense. That makes sense why Gar isn't actually in the Doom Patrol show. I saw the trailer again. So Cyborg is in it, but I think so I guess he must be Gar's replacement. He must be the new one coming in. So I think that means that the Doom Patrol show is set after this, and they get carry on from whenever Gar leaves and whatever happens then. So yeah, so Rita, Larry, Chief, and Cliff. So Rita, so not a brain, not just one giant brain moving, just inhaling and exhaling on the bed. Her skin, I think her skin was falling down and she was uncontrollable that way. So her cells, so whatever she came into contact with just rendered her cells unstable, and she just she said that she needs to, her diet's like a high caloric affair, and she needs to eat consume a lot of food to keep herself nourished and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't judge. That's the I like to eat a lot of food. A lot of people like to eat a lot of food. So as long as you remain healthy, it's not a problem. So long as you remain healthy. I mean, too much of anything is bad for you, but as long as you eat healthy, cheat days are good. So long as you stick to a diet. But hey, if someone likes to eat a lot, then they like to eat a lot. But he said that it wasn't just a sanctuary. He mentioned that the house wasn't just a sanctuary. I think it'd be more accurate to say that the X Mansion is a sanctuary, because they actually keep the people safe and actually teach them to live normal lives and stuff. But this place, he said, it's somewhat more of an experiment to push the boundaries of medical science even further, to see what they can do each day that regular medical science can't. Because all these people, they were Rita, they couldn't treat her, and they just locked her up and experimented on her apparently. But Cliff, his body was beyond repair, but Chief saw that his mind was worth saving, so he extracted that. And I wonder if he was buried then, because I don't know. I mean, because I think he had a wife. I think that there were pictures of all the members, and I think he had a wife. But I don't know. I guess it's kind of like a similar situation to the Thing from Fantastic Four. Once the stuff that happened to him happened, his fiance just couldn't deal with it anymore, and she divorced. She broke up with him. So I wonder if it's the same thing with his wife, with Cliff. His wife saw what happened to him, but then, or maybe he just didn't really tell her that he was alive at all, and he just had to fake his death and move away. That would be traumatizing. But yeah, so I wonder what happened to his body then. If they actually just had like a funeral for him, and then he just moved on with his life and tried to live another one. But I don't know. But yeah, the Doom Patrol, a cool crew, and yeah, they have a new patient too. They saved a new girl, Shailene Lau. She had like liquid nitrogen engulfed on her, and she turned stuff icy and stuff. And Rachel stabilized her again. The demon in Rachel helped stabilize her, so that was cool. I don't know if we've seen her again or she's like a one-off thing. But Chief is definitely protective of all this. Like the way he was chastising Gar for bringing Rachel into all this, he's very protective, and that one gave me weird vibes too. Like he knows what Gar is. He's a teenage kid, and Gar would never, like, from what we know about him, we can guess that he'd never bring someone in who would intentionally talk about this to other people, or who he would never bring anyone in with malicious intent. He just saw a girl who needed help and who was alone and doing all this stuff, and he knows that she caused the explosion of the convent too, so she has abilities and she's out of control with them and she's afraid of them because of that. So he just brought her in to make her feel less lonely. So again, no malicious intent, but Chief is, understandably, Chief is highly protective, because if anyone did find out about this, they would want these people to be locked up. They wouldn't just let them live together in a house and doing God knows what. They would actually want them to be locked up, just the same way Rita was before Chief found her. So it's understood that scene was somewhat understandable, but then the way he was going at guys, like he, like calling him like an incredibly selfish boy, like if that felt more like he was deliberately blaming Gar for whatever might happen to them because of it, or that he felt like Gar was intentionally putting them all in danger and at risk because of what he did. But we know that's not true. But yeah, he's understandably protective. But the surgery stuff and on, like the procedure stuff and onward was what gave me weird vibes. But yeah. And yeah, I think we in the midst of all this, we saw some nice kind of hints of Corey and Dick working together to find Rachel, and he went ballistic on the guy. I think it made sense that he like, as he was beating on the guy, he asked her, like, did you touch her, did you hurt her, and like just like knowing what kind of trouble she could get to if she trusted the wrong people and got into the wrong hands. Like knowing the dangers of the people out there and what kind of people are out there, I think it's understandable how concerned he was. And then the guy turns out to have a kid too, so he knows much better not to actually hurt any kid for any reason. So yeah, I was wondering why they didn't question the guy who got shot, but then he would be in hospital and he'd probably be under anesthesia and just high as shit. So it makes more sense to actually question the other guy. And then yeah, so And then him saying he wasn't deliberately dumping Rachel, but he does want to find her even more urgently, because he doesn't want her to make the same mistakes he did in trusting the wrong people. Like I think for him that was probably Bruce. Like he saw the good intention, but like Bruce wanted to protect him, but he also trained him to fight back. He also trained him to use his anger and his pain as a way to fight back against people that took his parents from him, and that's something that Bruce suffered with for a long time, so he shared that pain somewhat. So I feel like he might hold some kind of grudge against Bruce. Like maybe he's grateful that he taught him how to fight, but then the reasons for doing so, Dick might find questionable. Like instead of allowing a kid to get. To be fair, he only did it because Dick himself expressed. Dick was young. He was in the midst of he was in the middle of anger and like a thirst for vengeance and a bloodlust for vengeance. So he was very much still kind of in mourning, and he was as soon as he finds out his parents were murdered, it changes his mindset as well. Like it wasn't just an equipment failure. Someone actually made it their mission to take out his parents and to leave him an orphan. So that kind of makes it all the more personal for him, and then that's like the perfect kind of catalyst for Bruce's training and his therapy, pretty much. But then I wonder if the stuff that Bruce taught him and what he saw happening to Bruce over the years, and seeing too much of Bruce in him, if that made him feel like Bruce wasn't the right kind of person to trust with that kind of stuff and to actually help lead a life. But yeah, but in the end he did make it back just before, just as Rachel was opening up a portal to hell or something to let her father through. So he didn't make it back there, and he reassured her that he would never leave her again, and he was there to help her, and he would stay with her at all times. So they patched that up. They patched that up nice and neatly. So that was cool to see. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have from this. I think it feels like it served more like a teaser for the actual Doom Patrol show. Because again, I feel like this. I'm guessing this came out before the actual Doom Patrol show. It would only make sense that way because then Gar leaves the Doom Patrol, so then they have room to fit in Cyborg and anyone else who joins, and they have their own story going on. And then they have their mission as well, like helping Chief get back on his feet again and dealing with whatever else happens. And then we have Gar joining the Titans and doing that thing. So yeah, it felt more like a teaser for Doom Patrol, which I love. It's a great teaser. It's a great introduction to these characters and how they fit into this universe. So yeah, fun stuff. But that is pretty much all I've got written down. Just literally mostly Doom Patrol stuff. Because we definitely, I feel like we definitely saw more of them than this, and it felt definitely more like a Doom Patrol centric episode than anything. I mean, I think it showed. I think it was a good way of showing Rachel that she's not alone in what. I mean, she's not struggling with the exact same thing. She's not struggling with anything scientific. Hers is more demonic, so it's not something that can just be easily taken out of her. It's something that she let in. And despite letting it in, she still seems to have a fairly good amount of control over it. I think she let it in, and it allowed her to escape the convent. But then afterwards, she still regained control of her own mind and body. So I think letting it in was just for the sake of actually escaping that prison. So yeah, but her thing is not something that she can let go of or even have taken out of her at this point. I think it's very much still a part of her, and it's ingrained inside her. But I think it was a good enough example of showing her that there are other people in the world who somewhat struggle with the same issues she does, of being seen as like less than human, or even just as freaks as they label themselves, and just meeting other people in similar conditions. So that was cool, and again, just a great teaser for the Doom Patrol show. So very much looking forward to checking out the actual show. But yeah, and now Gar has joined the Doom Patrol, so now we can see much more of a friendship developing between him and Rachel. I think that's going to be cool, seeing Corey and Dick bonding together, and seeing Gar and Rachel actually spending time with people their own age as well. Because I think Gar is undoubtedly the youngest member of the Doom Patrol as well. Like the others are pretty much adults who have got experiences under their own belts and lived lives of their own. Across time, though, that's because I think Larry was a pilot 50 years ago, and he encountered his thing then. Cliff looks like a race car driver from years and years ago. So Rita as well, she looks like a classic movie star, pretty much. So all those people are adults who have lived longer because of the treatment they've been given by Chief, whereas Gar is a teenage boy from the Congo. 1 year ago, I think. No, 2 years ago. 2 years ago was when his thing happened. And he lost his parents, I think. Well, yeah, so he wasn't that young when he lost his parents. He was, I think, even in the photo, he looked like a teenager. So, yeah, so he wasn't that young when he lost his parents. But regardless, he lost his parents and he lost his, original self. So, yeah, so I think hanging out with the Titans will actually help him bond a lot more with people out in the real world, and he can pass a lot more as well. So yeah, looking forward to seeing more of him in the show, and him actually introducing his ability to Dick and Corey as well. So that's gonna be fun. But yeah, that is pretty much all I have from this. Great teaser, great episode. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this and what you think of the Doom Patrol show as well. But yeah, that is pretty much it. So that was Titans Season 1, Episode 4, titled Doom Patrol. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, then salt and burn that like button. Comment on what you thought of the episode and what you think is coming up next in this season. The uncut reaction will be available on Patreon, so feel free to go check it out. And yeah, that's it. So I will see you guys next time.